Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Inshallah, in this video, you are going to see the discussion on the MTA mock exam paper, which is coming after the vacation week for you. You can see the course page over here, and you can find the mock exam paper in the MTA over here. So as you can see the details of the exam as well as the mock exam papers. Fine. So we'll take one of these two mock exam paper and we'll discuss it to see how to solve the questions. It's good that you solve both the exams. Both the mock exam papers, which will be helpful for you in preparing for the exam. Let us take the second mock paper. I have the second mock paper over here. This is the second mock paper. So it has 5 questions. Question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Question number 1 talks about the multiple choice questions. For multiple choice questions, I'm not going to discuss this because these are simple questions. And apart from this, you don't have any essay type questions. The next you have question number 2, program. Question number 3, finding the outputs and the errors and the rewriting the code. Question number 4 is a program, and question number 5 is a program. Fine. In these mock exam papers, you can also find the solutions for it. Fine. You can refer to the solutions after you solve the paper. Fine. So today, inshallah, we'll look into these questions from question number 2, 3, and we'll also look question number 4 and 5. I will start from question number 3 because it's finding the output and errors and all. Question number 3, it has 2 different parts, A and B. Question number 3a says the following code has 2 errors in 2 different lines. Find these errors and classify them, that which are these errors, whether it is an compilation error or fatal logical or non-fatal logical errors. So you have to find. Compilation is any error due to some mistakes or syntax mistake in the program. So any syntax error is a compilation error where you did not follow the rule of the language or the syntax of the language. Fatal logical errors are those logical errors which will stop the execution of the program, and non-fatal are those which will not stop the execution but they will give some wrong output. And then the second part here is that rewrite the above code after correcting the error. So this is the code what you have here. Let me take this code into a snapshot over here. Fine, this is the code what I have here. So I'll take that into our file. Fine, the given code is this one, and it is asked you to check what is the errors in this code. Okay, so I believe there is a semicolon. Yeah, there is a semicolon over here. Now in this course, what are the errors? Where is the error in this course? You can see int, the first line says int x is equal to 5. It's okay, there is no error in this one. And then if x is equal to 5. Now here there is an error if x is equal to 5, because here it is a comparison. Comparison we use double equal, not single equal. So here it should be if x double equal 5, and this comes under the compilation error. So here it is an error which says a compilation error. The next, in the next line, system.out.printf, it's okay. X is equal to 3/n. Now here x is equal to 3 or x is equal to 5 here. So it should be 5, not 3. because we are checking with x as 5. So this is a non-fatal logical error, because it is correct to execute, but the output what you get is wrong. So such type of error we call it as a non-fatal logical error, and it should be written as system.out.printf of x is equal to 5 slash n, or it can also be written as system.out.print of x is equal to percentage d comma 5 or x 5 or x, fine, with a slash n over here. Can also be written like this. So here the question is to find the errors, classify them, and rewrite the code. Rewrite the code with x is double equals 5, and over here x is equal to 5. Fine, this is the first part of question number 3. The next part says trace the following piece of code and give their exact output. So here it is a code: int s is equal to 9, d is equal to 8, print f percentage s percentage d slash n percentage s percentage d, where s is equal to d and d is equal to s. So you have the value of s and d. So here what you have to print is this: you have to remember this percentage s is for a string. So the first percentage s is with the first string. The first string is s is equal to, which is in double quotes. So let me take this into the Word file and put it for you. So percentage s is for the string. So if you see after the comma, the first string is s is equal to. So in your output what you will get is the first thing is s is equal to, fine. So here it is s is equal to, that is for the percentage s, and this is the string. After that there is, you have a percentage d, and the d value is over here, d. Okay, so the next percentage d is for the next d is 8, so it will say 8, and then it is a slash n. It means go to the next line. So it comes to the next line, percentage s, so it will be the first is the next string, that is d is equal to, so it will be d is equal to in the next line, comma s, that is percentage d is for the s is 9, d is equal to 9. So this will be the output for this code. Then we'll move to the next. So this is the next code. It says int a is equal to 4. I'll take this into the Word file. So int a is equal to 4. If a is less than 3, system.out.println first. Then if a is greater than 0, second, else third. So now here it is first if with the first statement. So you have this a is equal to 4. A is 4 now. It checks the condition. A is less than 3. No, false. It is not less than 3. So it comes to the next if. Fine. So a is not less than 3, comes to the next if. It says if a is, this will not print this one, it will go to the next line. If a is greater than 0, so 4 is greater than 0, it is true. So if it is true, it will print system.out.println second. So it will print in the output window second, fine, and if it will print this one, it will skip the else, so it will come out of the else, so the output is just second. Fine. So you have to remember here is that the first statement is with this if, the second statement is with if else, the second if is with if else, and the first if is just a if without else, because the else is considered for the nearest if. Okay, so here it says the output is only second. Then next you have a third small code to find the output, so let us put that also here. Now it says int m is equal to 7, switch of m divided by 3. Now m is 7 and m divided by 3 is how much? 7 divided by 3, so it goes 2 times 6, so after division the result is 2. Since it is an integer division, m is integer, 3 is integer, the result is also integer. You will not get that 2.333. Why? Because the result what you have is an integer, because the both the value in the division m and 3 are integers, so the result will be integer. So you will just get 2 and skip 2.33 and all. Fine. So it will come here and match, so the result over here it is 2, so it will match the case 2, it will print 2, and since there is no break here, since there is a no break, it will continue and print 3 in the next line. So in this switch cases, for every case there should be a break. If there is no break, it will continue and print the next case statements until it finds the break, so here is a no break, so it will go to the next case statement, it will print the 3, and after that there is no statement, so it will stop. The output will be 2, 3. So here it is the missing breaks, you have to take care that what is happening there. So it's a missing break in the switch. So this is about the question number 3, which talks about the finding the output, writing the code or rewriting the code, and finding the errors in the code. Fine. Sometimes they'll give you some formula and ask you to write that formula in Java code. For example, over here it is hypotenuse is equal to a square root of side 1 square plus side 2 square. If this formula, if you want to write in Java code, how do you write it? So you have to say that how you are going to write that. So for example, it is hypotenuse, I'll take it as h is equal to square root of, so math.sqrt will give you the square root of, so it says square root of side 1 square and side 2 square, square root of math.power of side 1 comma 2 plus math dot power of side 2 comma 2. So this is how we write in Java with a semicolon. So this type of question will also be there for you. They may give you this kind of question, they'll give you a formula and ask you to write that into into a Java code or using the Java. Fine. So this is about the question number 3. Now let us move to the program. So we will take question number 2 here. Write a Java class called Pythagorean that reads from the user lengths of two sides of a triangle as integer, and then calculates and print the hypotenuse of this circle rounded to 2 decimal places. The formula is given. So here what is the input from the user is that reads from the user what? The lengths of two sides, that is side 1 and side 2, and use that side 1 and side 2 and use the mathematical formula to calculate the hypotenuse. Now to do it, let us do it in the NetBeans for you. Here I'll do it a new project here over here. I'll name it as an MTA review. Now I'll create a class over here. Let it be a new class. So we get to you that how you write. This is about a triangle hypo, and you need to write the class name, and you need to write the main method, public static void main of string arguments, and then we should have a scanner class. Scanner input is equal to new scanner of system.in. Now for this you need to import the scanner of class over here. Import java.util.scanner. Done. So what is the input? You have two inputs, that is side 1 and side 2 as given in the question. Reads from the user the lengths of two sides of the right angle triangle as integers. So you have integers side 1 comma side 2. Fine. And then calculate the hypotenuse, that is the double number. Hypo is equal to hypo. Fine. So first of all we read it from the user, system.out.print of enter side 1 and it is read side 1 is equal to input dot next int, because we are reading an integer value. So now for the side 2, system.out.print print of enter side 2, and side 2 is equal to input dot next int. So we read both it. Now we need to calculate the hypo. Hypo is equal to math dot square root of side 1 square. So math dot power of side 1 comma 2 plus math dot power of side 2 comma 2. Fine. This will calculate the hypo. Then we are going to print the hypo, system.out.printf of the hypotenuse is percentage point 2f comma hypo. Fine. And why we use this percentage point 2f? In the question it says clearly that rounded to 2 decimal places. Rounded to 2 decimal places. So rounding to 2 decimal places can be done with the percentage point 2f. Fine. So this program is done for us. You can run this program and see, enter the values. For example 10 and 7. So this is 12.21 is the output. So here it is just output for your confirmation. In the exam there is no need to write the output and all. You just write the program correctly. So that is all done. This is about the question number 2 for you. So this kind of program you will get in the question, that is calculating some formula, area of a circle or area of a triangle, rectangle, diameter of a circle, whatever it is, you will get. That is question number 2. Moving to question number 4 is again a program as given over here. Write a Java program that prompts the user to enter a positive integer and display on the screen a message if the integer is divisible by both 2 and 3 or not. So here what is the input from the user is to enter a positive integer. So let us write that program again over here. I'll take a new class. What's the program number over here? I'll make it as question 4. Fine. So there is an input, so we need a scanner. Import java.util.scanner, and the main method public static void main of string arguments, and then we need a scanner object to read the values. Scanner input is equal to new scanner of system.in, and then we need an integer int the number, and we ask the user to enter the number. System.out.print or enter the number. This is for the user to enter the number, and we read that number into n as next int because it is asked us to enter the integer. Now the next question is to check whether it is divisible by 2 and 3. Divisible by 2 and 3, it means if it is divided by 2, there is no remainder. If it is divided by 3, there should not be any remainder. So how it will be, for example, let's say n is 3. So 3 divided by 2, it goes to 1 time remaining 1. There is a remainder 1. So this is not a number which is divisible by 2 and 3. So let us take another number, n is equal to 4. Now 4 divided by 2, it goes 2 times remaining 0. So it is divisible by 2. But what about 3? It goes 1 time remaining 1. So it is not a number. Let us take another number. Let's say n is equal to 6. 6 divided by 2, it goes 3 times remaining 0. 6 divided by 3, it goes 2 times remaining 0. So 6 is a number which is divisible by 2 and 3. So what we have to do, that we have to check the remainder is 0 after division. So how we can check that remainder 0 is by using the mod operator or the remainder operator. So we'll check if n mod 2 is equal to 0 and n mod 3 is equal to 0. It means this is the number what we want. Then we can say system.out.print f %d is divisible by 2 and 3, comma n. Else if it is not, then we say it's not divisible. System.out.printf %d is not divisible by 2 and 3. Sorry, it should be n, not d. Fine. So this is our program. It's just for a satisfaction. I'll enter is 6 is divisible by 2 and 3, and just for your 5 is not divisible by 2 and 3. So this is a question number 4, and you will get such type of question in your exam in question number 4. The sample input and output is also given here. So your job is to just write the program, fine, not the output. Don't need to write any output. So this is question number 4. Coming to question number 5, it's again a program. You can see, write a Java program that compute the penalty for driving speed in highway based on the following table. The speed, if the speed is less than or equal to 120, penalty 0. if the speed is 120 less than speed less than or equal to 135, it means the speed is between 120 and 135, then 20 penalty is 20, and if the speed is greater than 135 penalty is 50. Now the program has to read from the user the speed as a positive integer. So here the input is a integer, that is the speed. So you can take a variable int speed. Then calculate the amount of penalty in KD according to the given table, and if the user insert a negative, an error message should be displayed and nothing should be calculated. So here it is, the program. Let us do it in the NetBeans again. I'll take it a new Java class, penalty speed. So of course we need an import java.util.scanner. So this is all what you have to write in your program in exam. These are all carries marks. For example, for this import it will give you 1 mark, and you write the main method public static void main of string arguments. Then what is the input? It is a speed which is of integer. Int speed is the input integer, and then we need a scanner object input. Scanner input is equal to new scanner of system.in. So now we got to read the speed. So we will ask the user system.out.println, or let's say print, enter the speed to calculate the penalty, and then speed is equal to input dot next integer, because it is an integer variable. Now the question says that the question that if the user enters a negative integer, an error message should be displayed and nothing should be calculated. Now you have to check for that negative. If the speed is less than 0, it means the negative value. If the speed is less than 0, it means a negative value. Then you have to say that system.out.println negative value or error, please enter error, please enter the correct speed or a positive speed, whatever the message you want to give. If it is not, else then you have to calculate the fine. So the fine says if the speed is less than 120, or according to this one, it is less than or equal to 120, less than or equal to 120, then what it is? System.out.println, you have 0 fine or 0 penalty, okay, or whatever the proper message you can set over here. Else, if the speed is greater than 120 and speed is less than or equal to 135, then it is 20. System.out.println you have 20 KD penalty. Else, if it is more than that, then you can directly write system.out.println you have 50 KD penalty. Fine, done. So this is the program what is needed over here. to calculate. Just for to check, I'll run it. For example, if I write -2, please enter the correct input. So let's say it is 119, you have 0 penalty. Let's say it is 125, you have 20 kd penalty. And let's say it is over 135, 136, 50 kd penalty. Now this is what is asked in the question. Fine. One more thing I just want to mention is that in the question, when the sample input is given, you see enter in integer, and in the same line you enter the integer. Here we are going to use system.out.print instead of println. It also carries the marks. And if you are going to use println, then there is a deduction of half mark. So here what you have to do is you have to take care that how the sample output is given, according to it you are going to write the program. If there is no sample output, as in this question, you can write as you want. Use print or println, whatever. Fine. So this is about the mock exam for the coming midterm assessment, MTA. This is the version 2, and also you have question number 1 that talks about multiple choice. You can do it by yourself. Apart from this, there is one more paper for you. You can go back to the MTA blog there, and there is a version 1. You can download and try back at home. So this is what we have as a revision for the MTA. So I hope it will be very useful to you in preparation for the exam. And thank you very much. Inshallah, see you in the next video.